Hello friends and welcome to another amazing episode. Keep watching this 5-minute video if you want to know more about the 3 most important resources of a company. Hi, I'm Milan Bijur, your MSME PC meaning personal coach, where I believe that learning is equal to earning. In the last episode we learned that the use or misuse of any factor of production depends entirely on the human resource. Hence, besides developing any other factor of production, human resource is the one which requires the most development. So what are the 3 important resources of a company? Of course, it's people, people, people. Usually entrepreneurs keep following the proven path, especially when it comes to employees. What I mean is that we continue doing the things we did with 5 employees when our team becomes 50 employees, or what we did at 100 employees when we become 1000 employees. It just won't work. We need to focus within the context of today's reality. For example, as the leader of 5 employees, we'll need to develop each person and help them grow their skills and contribution while we add new people. And when our team becomes 50, we need to stop growing individuals and begin growing our leaders so that they can grow individuals on our behalf. This is what we have to do to become a world-class leader of a world-class organization. As we look towards building a world-class organization, let us make sure that we are focused on all the right things. As sales managers or business leaders, it is not our job to grow sales. Surprised when I say this? Well, I'll say it again. As sales managers or business leaders, it is not our job to grow sales. Then what is our job? It is our job to grow our salespeople in quantity and quality every day. The following 5 initiatives are the main areas that must be focused on when building a world-class organization. Point number 1. Find good people. Focus on selection and not collection. The process of recruiting good talent in our organization should not be the one that happens by chance. Many companies get aggressive about recruiting only when they need somebody to add to their team or when they need to replace somebody who has just left the team. Recruiting is a process, not an event. It must be ongoing and continuous. Can we imagine only going after a new customer when we lose an existing one? Funny, isn't it? Point number 2. Get them to join our team. Once an individual has joined the company, get him introduced to the company by way of an induction program or video. Make professional presentations of our company with regard to its products and services, features, advantages and benefits. Point number 3. Get them trained and producing. Now that we have brought new talent into our team, it is imperative that we have a plan to get them producing as soon as we possibly can. We often hear from sales managers and CEOs that the gestation time for salespeople can be 6 months, 1 year or even more. The goal of this initiative is to make sure that we get those people gear up quicker and start producing results. Point number 4. Grow them into top producers. Training must be an ongoing and a continuous process. For example, as company leaders, we send our salespeople out into the market every day where they face constantly changing forces in the marketplace. Do they have complete product knowledge? Have product brochures and samples? Know about the company's policies, emerging trends, new product developments in the pipeline? Or don't they? It's like sending a woodcutter into the forest each day to chop down trees. If the axes of our woodcutters are not constantly sharpened, they eventually will have to work much harder to achieve the same results. Thus, we will get salespeople burn out and eventually they may leave our organization. Point number 5. Keeping them. A survey by a top business school of top producing sales professionals asked them to rank the top 5 reasons why they stayed in their current positions at their current companies. The top 5 reasons were respect, recognition, positive work environment, opportunity for personal growth, and last was money. So friends, you see, money is not the only driving force here. So when we find good people, get them to join our team and then get them trained and on the way to becoming a top producer. And finally, we keep them, retain them, and turn them into a leader. This is the pattern I've observed in world-class companies and world-class leaders. Friends, if this video has set you thinking and inspired you to work on your people in your organization, please press the like button and also subscribe to my channel for more such informative videos. In the next episode, let us learn about transforming our company from a people-run organization into a process-run organization. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep smiling. It's goodbye and good luck from your MSME personal coach Milan. Goodbye.